And now, Tim, he's afraid he will never see his son again.
Yeah, naturally, you can see how he feels. News Channel 3's Dan Griffin spoke with Kevin Johnson today, and he joins us live in Johnson County.
And a good evening to you, Tim and Amanda. It's certainly been an emotional day here for Kevin Johnson and his family. Behind me here right now, crews are actually excavating a certain area of dirt and also taking a closer look at everything there. That's because someone called in and said, hey, I think I may have seen human remains or possibly something that could be a body. The Johnson County coroner just a few minutes ago telling me they haven't found anything at this point and that they don't know exactly what could be there, but they are continuing to look into that. In the meantime, the family certainly holding out hope, but also fearing the worst. Kevin Johnson is dealing with unimaginable loss. The floods in Johnson County killed his mother, Willa Mae Pennington, and he fears his son Scott too. Since the waters have receded, he's not stopped searching for him for miles along Kentucky 172.
The water kept coming up, and you know, we noticed that it was climbing like there was something like 4 to 5 foot of water coming down 172.
Johnson says they all lived a matter of feet from each other. Floodwaters were ravaging nearby cars and homes and headed for theirs. But he says Scott risked his life, an act of heroism, to get everyone to safety.
He went on and he looked back at us and he said, I'm getting my nano out of the trailer.
His father saw the floodwaters move in quickly, aiming directly for them. He says Scott tried to save his grandmother and a young child they consider a family friend.
When the trailer started moving, he could have just swum back to where we was, but he didn't do it. He knew, something tells me he knew whenever he stepped on that trailer that he was going to stay with him to the end.
Johnson says for 34 years, his son took pride in his music career and helping kids. He says his faith has kept him strong as every hour passes and with every step he takes looking for Scott. And as crews dig out the rubble, his heart stops for just a moment as he waits for an answer.
He's probably going to be in bad shape, and I know that, but that's all right. I want to find him.
Johnson says finding Scott will give him closure after a devastating flood not only wrecked his home, but stole his son's life. Now, as you can see right there, there are the crews. They're taking a closer look at the dirt and also a lot of the debris that is piled up there. And, you know, this is going to continue through the evening, I'm sure, until they can at least pinpoint what it is that somebody there may have seen. Tonight, though, at least a little good news about what Scott did. He did save that little boy's life, from what I understand. His father telling me tonight that little boy is okay because of what Scott did, getting him out there to safety. And Tim and Amanda tonight, you know, the family saying that they are just grateful for at least that right now, and they just want closure out of all of this.
All right. Hey, thanks, Dan. Of course.